We have Dr. Christy Kane joining us tonight live as we discuss the need to share and the importance of sharing. So we are super pumped. Sorry we missed last week. Usually Dr. Kane is the one that has to cancel because she has a patient emergency. And this time I was the one that had to cancel because I was serving, which is great. So I just sent her a request to join, and we will see her shortly. Hello, Dr. Kane. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I was just apologizing to everybody how I had to cancel last Tuesday because normally you're the one that has a patient emergency, but I was doing service with our elders.
Not a problem. Life continues on.
It does. It does. So tonight we're going to be talking about the need to share. What prompted you to do this talk for this evening, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, it's interesting. A constant theme that I get in my office from many, many patients is they feel alone.
Mm.
And yet we don't talk about it. We don't open up and let people know. And sometimes we kind of want everybody to be a mind reader and to know if we're not okay. So I thought it'd be important to talk about sharing, opening up, being vulnerable, letting people know when you're struggling and when you're not okay.
That's important. That's important. So we would like to encourage people to post if you have comments. We have 20 people on right now. So if you have comments about this genre or topic or something you would like Dr. Kane to cover on another Therapy Tuesday, please let us know. And Dr. Kane, I would just like to say a special request. There were quite a few missionaries that were kidnapped in Haiti, and it's been something that's been weighing on me heavily. And I just would like to ask that everyone, I'm sure Dr. Kane feels the same way, but let's keep them in our prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are hard things that happen in this world and scary things. Yeah.
There are. So the need to share, I think that all of us need a bouncing board, somebody that is a confidant or a licensed professional or a doctor who specializes in this. Do you want to elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah, I think our world has slowly become more isolating, and COVID didn't help. I think more and more people are afraid of getting hurt because they've been hurt in the past. And oftentimes they're afraid to ask for help because they're afraid no one's going to respond or answer. So they're afraid to take that risk. Yes. But if we don't open up the doors, if we don't start sharing, more and more people are going to suffer silently alone when they don't have to. And I believe most people want to help, even if we're not exactly sure what to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes they need to know
I agree
that someone's struggling so they can help.
I guess myself, I'm just going to be honest because people know me on Instagram and they know my energy level. And tonight it seems really down. So I just have to apologize. But it has to do with the fact that this has really been weighing on me, what's going on with missionaries being kidnapped.
Yeah.
So I just need to, Dr. Kane, I don't think you've seen me get emotional before, but I've been really struggling with this.
Well, it's a tough one, and you do a lot of work with missionaries, and so it's hitting home. Anytime something happens that hits home, it's harder for us to process.
Process, yes.
I had
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was just going to say I smiled when I saw the video you posted today when you were with your friend who was the former chief of the presidency. Yes. So
I learned how to save bread. Literally.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. I had an interesting experience myself being a divorced single member of a faith that's pretty much family oriented. And I shared a few very vulnerable thoughts in a testimony meeting and was really honest about my own personal struggle. And I think the whole audience was paralyzed because they're all like, not Dr. Kane, like she walks on water, which I really don't. But I could tell they were all like, oh my gosh, she's not okay. And it was funny. I got dinner invitations, and I got like the Stake Relief Society president dropped me off dinner after the stake conference. And I'm sure I've been a topic of a few conversations, but maybe being that vulnerable myself might bring about change, even though I don't like the attention and I don't like people really knowing sometimes where my deep, deep thoughts are. Sharing may help them reach out to someone else. It might bring change.
Yeah, because your stake is right down the street from your practice. So
It
I
is.
think,
Yep.
yeah, so that's something, I've seen it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you and giving you a big old hug when I'm on the planet of Utah shortly.
Yeah,
So
you're coming in, so that's good.
we have
That's
some
good.
questions. Can you see them, or do you want me to read them?
I'm not seeing them now, so you'll have to tell me what they
Okay.
were.
So my friend Karen says, it seems that so often what we struggle with helps us later, others with similar problems. That's so true.
Yeah, oftentimes we know how to reach people because of what we've gone through. And it doesn't always have to be exactly the same. Like, we might have lost a child. We might have lost a spouse. Now, those are two different losses, but we still understand loss. And so we can still offer connection from that.
So our friend DBACK says 100% agree with this. Sharing is vital to our emotional health. But what advice can you offer for when people share too much? This is a good one. And you can't carry the weight of the stuff people are sharing, Dr. Kane.
It's always important when someone starts sharing, and if you feel like there's professional assistance or religious leaders are needed, to say, I care so much about you that I know we need to get some other people involved. We need to have expert or religious help. And so there's always appropriate ways to put in boundaries without being offended or offending the person by saying, wow, this is really heavy. And, I don't have the expertise here, or I don't have the authority here. Let's go visit with those who do, so that you can shift that.
Yes, that's important. And I think a lot of times, especially if we don't hold the keys over somebody, it's important. I hear a lot of people that confide in me and share stuff, but I don't hold the keys over them, in the sense that their bishop or stake president would, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our friend Sandy from West Jordan, and you're going to actually meet her because Dr. Kane is actually speaking. She's doing a Zoom. I think I saw in your stories. Let me just look. I think it's you're doing a Zoom at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And the login number for that is 801-111-9999. That's a cool login. And our friend
Next Thursday at 9:00.
Next Thursday at 9:00, which would be 11 o'clock East Coast time, and 10 o'clock or 8 a.m. Actually, my friend I have some friends in Newport Beach that should attend this. They would be really excited to. Friend Colleen. So our friend Sandy in West Jordan, who you're going to be meeting on the 3rd when you're speaking, Dr. Kane is going to be speaking at Scripture Up, the importance of using affirmations in conjunction with your with studying Scripture for the journal that I wrote for the Come Follow Me program. So you're going to get a double whammy by coming to that. And you can click on the link in my stories to register for that, because we still have, I believe, 50 tickets left that are free. Sandy in West Jordan says, let's fast and pray Sunday for the missionaries. So anybody that's watching this, if you would like to join Sandy, myself, and I'm sure Dr. Kane will join in on the fast, that would be great. And we can do that. So thank you for that, Sandy. We have Robert says, yes, you are right. Can you please follow me back? So this is the thing, Dr. Kane follows the same practice that I do. I try to keep with the fact that we both have thousands of followers, we keep our feed clean, if you may. And I make it a point only to follow people that I personally know or that are official church accounts that keep my mind pure and my thoughts clean, always ready to enter the house of the Lord. Dr. Kane, do you have anything to add to that?
Nope. I think that that's accurate. And, you've got a couple more questions. One is, how can a person reach out to someone for support while still being respectful of their availability of times and energy? It's always good to realize that you can begin by saying, is now a good time? And the thing that we have to be better at as humans is being honest and saying, right now is not, but in an hour will be, unless it's emergency. And then if there's an emergency, then, there's things that can be done. But we should always then follow back. Like I know with patients and people that call me, I'll get messages in the middle of the night sometimes if there's someone that's suicidal and I have to take that quickly. But I can also get a message and I can say, I'm with my family right now, but I'm happy to get back to you in, 3 or 4 hours, and then get back to them. But there's an appropriateness to be able to say it that way.
There is. Well, this is a great topic, and we have one other question, I think, from John. You went to the 2 questions, Dr. Kane, I believe. There's one from John that says, well, it's WOLSJ, but I know his name is John. He's in California. He's looking for the link. He said, can you post the link to Dr. Kane's event? Well, if you have a link, Dr. Kane, text it to my iPhone, because I can share it in my stories and I can say, click here to watch the event or to register.
Okay, I can create that link. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I can get that
and then I can share it in my stories tonight and also 24 hours before the event. And that way you guys will have it. Okay. And is there any other final thoughts you have? Because Dr. Kane, this has been such a great session.
Let's just not be afraid to share, and then let's be willing to listen. Those are critical to all of our mental health. Yes.
I think that's great advice, and you actually helped me tonight. So I pray that you have helped the thousands of people that will watch this as I upload it to IGTV. So
sounds good. And then it's a women's group. We should clarify, Dennis.
Okay.
That we're starting with on Thursday at 9 a.m. It's going to be for women. And and we're not being, we'll hold another one for men, but we're going to start with one for women. So make sure that you join us Thursday at 9 in Zoom.
Excellent. Okay. Sandy, I will definitely post that link. She's saying I would love that link as well. So John, you do not qualify, but your wife Colleen does. And good. We have thank you from our last comment is thank you, Dennis and Dr. Kane. Well, I know Dr. Kane has a patient in a few minutes, so we're going to just say you can watch this as IGTV, and we love you. Bye for now.
Great. Take care. Thanks, Dennis. Bye.
Thank you.